man accidentally swallowed a mysterious sphere, but in the very next second, his spine suddenly twisted and deformed, and his whole body began convulsing violently. Everyone stared at him in terror. His right arm instantly swelled to an enormous size. Soon after, his body became covered in a hard shell-like armor. The horrifying sight sent chills down everyone's spine. His arm continued growing at an astonishing speed. Enduring unbearable pain, the man dragged the massive limb across the warehouse, desperately trying to find a place to hide. But before anyone could react, he had already transformed completely into a terrifying monster. He floated in the air like a jellyfish. Everyone stood frozen in shock. At that moment, the gangster boss's baseball bat slipped from his hand. The mutated man immediately locked his gaze onto the boss. Then he transformed again, becoming an enormous and horrifying beast. By the time the thugs realized what was happening and tried to flee, it was already too late. The monster fired countless iron balls, striking every thug with deadly precision. In the end, it extended a gigantic tentacle and captured them all. The gangster boss barely escaped, but he was so terrified that he stood frozen in place. The monster's tentacle expanded into a massive energy field, preparing to open a portal. Moments later, it sent everyone into another world. The creature then retracted its tentacle, and the portal vanished instantly. The next second, all the thugs had turned into flat paper-like figures. When the woman gently touched one of them, he immediately collapsed to the ground. Just then, the monster silently appeared behind her, but it did not harm her, because the woman was actually the mutated man's wife. Both of them had been kidnapped by the gang. Suddenly, the gangster boss appeared again and seized the woman as a hostage. He threatened the monster, demanding that it hand over the power that had transformed it. However, the moment he raised his knife, the blade suddenly softened and disappeared, and the only fate awaiting him was to become nothing more than an ordinary paper figure.